Everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining. We were having a little bit of technical glitches. I believe now that is okay. So I hope you guys are ready to take part in this 1 hour masterclass and understand what exactly are you going to hear, and because I have some amazing things to share which can be transformational, which can change your life. My question for you is, are you ready? Right? If you are ready, can you go to the chat box and type ready so I can see a few of you responding, so I know I'm not just talking to the camera. There are you guys can hear me and see me as well, because right now you are my eyes and ears. So can I see some of your responses? Great, superb. So ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to understand how to create your success blueprint, right? How to create your success blueprint. And what is this success blueprint? You must be wondering what exactly it does and how you can make the best out of it. How can you apply it into your life? What is it going to give you, right? Would you like to, let me check. Would you like to know how to create the life of your dreams without being stuck, right? Would you like to know how to create the life of your dreams without being stuck? Because most of us, when I check with them, when I meet a lot of people, like I meet a lot of people as a coach, they say they're stuck in life in one area or the other. Sometimes it's work, sometimes it's your career, sometimes it's your business, sometimes it's relationships, sometimes it's health, most of the time it's finances, money. People feel that they are stuck, and because they are stuck, they're struggling to create the life of their dreams, right? So if you are a person like that, here is some good news. What I'm going to share with you is going to help you change your life, right? Unstuck yourself and create the life of your dreams. Also, let's say if you're a business owner like me, right? But if you are struggling to create work-life balance, right? Because if your success comes at a cost of relationships, health, and family, I'm going to tell you how you can create work-life balance and a fulfilling life, but not at the cost of health, relationships, and family, right? Does that sound good? I hope it does, because my goal in the next 1 hour is to tell you how I changed my life. Because once I was like you, once I was overwhelmed, once I was stressed, once I did not have work-life balance, I had bad health, and I'm going to tell you all about myself at that time, and I completely changed it. So my goal is to give everything that I've learned, everything that I've experienced, and everything that I've put together in a nutshell, in the best way possible in the next couple of minutes, so you can go home today taking something for your life and understanding how you can improve it further. But if you stay till the end, right, maybe another 50 minutes, right, if you stay right till the end, I'm going to give you something that is really valuable. I'm going to give you a free personality blueprint discovery, which is usually worth about $250. What is this? The personality blueprint discovery helps you to understand what kind of a personality you have and why you do what you do. Why do you think the way you think? How do you think, feel, and act at different stages of your life, right? And this is going to give you an amazing amount of clarity and realizations to make powerful changes. Because once you learn about your personality type, you can understand how you can leverage what you have learned into achieving your life's goals. And I'm going to share a few powerful stories of people who did this, so you can understand from their perspective how lives have changed, right? Let's see what we have. Great. So what makes this different is this. Today what I'm going to share with you is not taken from a book. It's not taken from another course, right? But what I'm going to share with you today is basically built on top of my life's journey, right? The journey that I've gone through, right? And the lessons that I have learned and the discoveries that I have made, I've put it together to give you something very powerful, something that has the ability to transform your life. Because if it transformed my life, you can do it as well. Now, I'm talking a lot about myself. Let me give you a small introduction about who I am so you know why I'm standing in front of you and having this discussion with you. My name is Leon K. I'm a life coach, a mindset coach, right? I help people achieve their version of success in their life, right? I have over 17 years of experience working with a lot of people from different backgrounds, from business owners to professionals in various types of industries, right? Qualifications wise, I'm a chartered marketer and an MSc holder in strategic marketing, but above and beyond, I'm a certified life coach. I'm also a suicide prevention counselor, a life coach at Expert Republic, which is an international app platform, a founder of the Super Coach community, where I help a lot of coaches like me to become super coaches, as well as I'm a Tony Robbins graduate, a UPW fire worker, and I'm an Arifin Khan certified transformational coach. So this is a little bit about myself, but other than this, I'm a person who has this amazing passion of helping people develop themselves to become the best versions, to overcome challenges and problems in life. Why? Because I've gone through it and I've learned it the hard way, right? In my life, I've done a lot of things right? I'm sure you guys do a lot of things right as well. But more than that, I've done a lot of things wrong. When I look at my life in retrospect, I can see a lot of things that I've done wrong, right? Let me tell you some of these things that I've done wrong, because it might sometimes resonate with you. Maybe you're doing some of these as well. So I've prioritized my work over relationships, right? And this is something a lot of business owners and professionals do. Why? Because they strive to improve in their work, improve in their career, improve in their business. In their mind, they are like, I'm doing this for my family, right? But they do it at the cost of their relationship. So I was there once in my life, prioritizing work over relationships. I kept beating myself every time I did something wrong, every time, I screw up something, naturally, just like all of us, right? And I expected a lot from myself, had high unrealistic standards, right? And I kept on beating myself. And the only thing that happened from that was I was being more demotivated and depressed at certain times because I could not meet my own expectations. I made so many bad decisions. Why? Because I did not have a method, a formula, a way of making better decisions. So I used to listen to my gut a lot. Sometimes I got it right, but most of the time I got it wrong as well. And I kept on repeating the patterns that made me unhappy and unsuccessful, right? Because I've seen this happening a lot. People don't realize that they are following a pattern. They don't have realizations powerful enough to understand that they are following a pattern that is, making them miserable. They don't have enough realizations to break that pattern. So I was there once as well. I chose to be a victim of circumstances, looking up and asking, why me, God, why me, right? Why is this happening to me? I'm such a good person. Why are these things happening to me one after another? So I was a victim of circumstances. I did things that didn't make me happy, right? I felt compelled to do certain things and I chose to do those things knowing that they don't make me happy. I did the things that I had to do instead of the things that I wanted to do. Now this was another thing that I did wrong, right? I got into massive debt trying to improve my life, struggling. And I chose to be stuck in toxic circumstances without taking action. Now, some of these things that I said might resonate with you as well. You ask yourself, even if these things did not resonate with you, ask yourself, what are the things that I'm doing wrong right now? Because I'm sure each one of us has something that we are doing wrong. And what was the cost of all these things that I was doing wrong? I lost work-life balance. I had stress-related illnesses, because most of these illnesses that you and I face, the starting point is stress, right? We push our mind and our body to a level that we cannot handle, and it becomes a physical manifestation which becomes an illness. So I had stress-related illnesses, right? I kept on forgetting things, and it was very scary, right? I have forgotten a lot of things in my past, like black patches, and that was freaking me out, right? My marriage ended. 12 years of marriage ended. And at one point, I became suicidal. Now, this was the cost of all the things that I was doing wrong. It had to come to a point of no return for me to realize what I was doing wrong, and for me to make powerful realizations, to tell myself, I need to change it. I'm just going to switch on to this side to show you how I looked earlier and how I look now, right? You can see the remarkable difference, right, back then and now. But here I am today, gone through that treacherous path, learning a lot of things and converting all that experience into my fire, right? I'm happy, I'm successful, I've discovered my life's purpose, right? I've achieved my goals, financial and otherwise, financially free, created amazing, great health for myself, and most importantly, a balanced life. Is that something that you would like to have? If that's something that you would like to have, go down to the comments, go down to the chat and say yes. I want to know if you would really like to change your life like this. And in this journey, I discovered some amazing things. And I'm sure you would like to know some of these things, right? So in this journey, I discovered how to rediscover your true self, right? So when I was at a point of no return, at the brink of really breaking down, right, I needed to ask myself questions and rediscover myself, right? And that became one of my biggest learnings in my life. I also discovered my purpose and my passion. Now, some of you out there might have no clue what your purpose and passion is. Some of you might be having a slight idea, but yet a lot to figure out. I also learned how to beat my own mind, my own negative mind rather, right? When you start hearing those negative voices whispered in your head, right? When your negative beliefs are telling you that you can't, that you don't deserve, I learned how to beat that negative mind. I also learned that happiness is a choice that you make. And as much as I've seen it in a quote somewhere, when I really realized it, right, learned it by myself, it made a lot of sense. And I learned how to make that choice and to live a happy life. I learned how to be truly happy and fulfilled, and how to create an amazing work-life balance. And the funny thing is, every time I go to a professional forum and I ask, do you believe in work-life balance, or how many business owners have work-life balance, people would just say, does that even exist, right? Which makes me feel really sad, because they don't even believe that work-life balance can exist. But trust me, it can. I learned how to take better decisions, so it started giving me better results. I learned how to become successful in anything I do. I discovered what I call a success formula. So every time I do stuff, I do projects, I do anything, I apply that success formula which guarantees me the success. And I learned how to find time to do the things I love with the people that I love, without having to say, I don't have time. Right? I see a lot of people saying that. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to hang out with my kids. I don't have time to go on a trip. I don't have time to do whatever that you like, right? So I started putting an end to that. I also learned how to achieve my goals and crush the obstacles that comes in my way. So I learned how to achieve practically anything I want, and how to beat stress and overwhelm. These were some of the things that I discovered and learned during the journey. And I actually felt it's a great thing to share this. And here I am right in front of you telling this. I discovered that you can cheat and get the easy way in life. You don't have to go through the hard way just like I did. Right? What if you had the cheat codes to your life? Like playing a video game. What if you knew the shortcuts in creating a happy and a successful life? Let me tell you what's the hard way. I tried to be successful without knowing myself properly. And a lot of you must be struggling to become successful and you don't know why you are struggling. You're struggling because you have no clue who you are. You have not done a deep dive into yourself to understand why you think the way you think, why you do the way you do, why you take certain decisions. What are those characteristics in your personality that supports you, that you should leverage on? The hard way is struggling to be happy without knowing exactly what makes you happy. A lot of people want to be happy, but when I tell them, okay, write down what happiness means to you, a simple question, people struggle. Try that sometimes. You would also realize how difficult it is to define happiness. The hard way is following your gut to take decisions, right? Without having a proper methodology that guarantees you good outcomes. The hard way is to do things without planning much, right? I did a lot of things without planning properly, right? If I feel like doing something spontaneously, I do. It's good sometimes, but not all the time. The hard way is trying to achieve goals only by looking at conventional planning, right? We know goal setting, we know how to achieve goals, but this conventional way of achieving goals does not get you anywhere. And I tried to do so many things at the same time. At one time, I had 11 things, 2 businesses, 3 business ideas, and a host of other things, 11 things altogether that I was juggling at the same time, right? And most of all, when I wanted to find a way, the biggest mistake that I did was I started going from seminar to seminar. I call it free seminar hopping, but without taking action. Going for free seminars, even something like this, is not bad. But what is really bad is the fact that you keep on doing that without taking action. Right? So these are some of the things that I did, and this was the hard way. Then I found the easy way. I discovered and created the easy way. But see, the easy way can actually help you create an awesome work-life balance. The easy way can help you overcome procrastination. The easy way can help you take better decisions. It can also help you discover your superpowers, what you are really good at doing. The easy way can also help you overcome stress and tension. Also, work less, earn more. That sounds interesting, isn't it? And finally, to create a happy and a successful life. This is what the easy way can give you. And using this easy way, in the past 6 months, I've achieved my business and financial goals that I could not achieve for more than 2 decades. Can you imagine? Something that I couldn't achieve even in the last 20 years, suddenly something changes. I find an easy way, I apply it, and I achieve all my goals in less than 6 months. And also, in the past 6 months, I've achieved my business and financial goals without sacrificing health and relationship and family. And for me, I think that's a remarkable story. And most of all these changes happened while there was a pandemic, while there was an economic crisis in my country, the worst ever in the last 30, 40 years, while there was a political crisis where people had no clue and no direction what's happening, while there is crazy inflation where inflation has increased by around 40%, right? And while there was so much of uncertainty and fear, where everyone was focusing on problems, fear, worrying about their life, I achieved so much in the last 6 months. And I want to share this methodology with you. I want to tell you how I created this. But I have to tell you this before I start. The results are not typical, right? I can teach this same thing to 100 people, but how they take results, how they make results or show results is completely different. What is the decisive factor? The decisive factor is whether they believe that they can and whether they are ready to take action. Because if you don't take action, trust me, I can teach you the best thing in the whole wide world, but you would not get any results. Because results are a result of taking action. So ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the top 3 secrets that I discovered, and I will share some amazing stories of how those stories change lives. But you have to start taking action if you want yourself to be in those stories. So what are these 3 secrets? My secret number 1 is, first you need to rediscover yourself if you want this kind of transformation. You need to rediscover who you are. Secret number 2 is, you need to discover what makes you happy. If you want to be happy, it's very simple. You need to figure out what makes you happy. So you have to start building your own happiness formula. Secret number 3 is, you need to discover your success formula. If you want to be successful, you need to figure out ways and means of arriving at success. Here's the thing. I'm not going to just stop here. I'm going to spend the next 15-20 minutes and show you how different people have used these 3 steps or 3 secrets and created an amazing difference in their life. And in listening to those stories, you will understand what are the elements inside these 3 steps. So let's talk about the ultimate self-discovery. How do you discover yourself? What I have created have 6 sections. Understanding who I am, understanding my personality type, understanding your baselines, your foundational pillars on which your life runs, realizing or discovering what kind of subconscious wounds you have, understanding your current belief system and the negative coding that you are carrying which is not helping you, and discovering your purpose and passion. Now, when you go through these 6 elements, right, you can really understand who you are and how you can leverage on those successes to create a happy and a successful life which has all the things that you want. So let me tell you 6 stories, short stories for each one of these elements. She managed to discover her personality type, right, and stepped into her true power, accepting and unleashing the true potential. Now, she came from a personality type called the investigator. An investigator is a person who has this amazing supercomputer right here with the ability of processing complex information, complex data, and coming up with solutions. So people who are the investigator personality type are the people like Albert Einstein, Stephen Hawking, Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas Alva Edison, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, some of the biggest brains ever lived on earth. Now, until she realized different traits of her personality, she thought there was something wrong with her. But the moment she discovered her personality type and how much powerful her personality type is, it helped her to understand how she can unleash her true potential. So from confusion, now she is on a journey of discovery, going through a transition into a new career, understanding how she can use her strengths to make the world a better place. Then I have Rasindu, right? He said just into 4 weeks into the coaching program, he discovered his baselines, right? Discovering your baselines, the second element, and understood the whys behind his life, right? Why do I do the things I do? Why do I feel the way I feel? Why do I take decisions this way, right? And discovering his top 6 baselines helped him to start taking better decisions and understand everything that he does from the lens of baselines, making it the best thing that he ever discovered. Einhorn, on the other hand, he managed to discover 6 negative beliefs, which I call N-codes, negative codes, which was controlling his life. These 6 negative codes or belief systems were like 6 bullies that was controlling his life. So discovering these negative beliefs enabled him to reprogram his subconscious. So we sat together and reprogrammed his subconscious, gave him empowering codes, right, which helped him unstuck and move forward. Because he comes from a personality type called the achiever, which is one of the most powerful personality types, right? He's a real achiever. But what has happened is, because the journey that the life has taken, he felt stuck at one point and he was not getting the wins that he wanted to get. Now he has started making himself unstuck, going into new ventures, right? Taking action, and there's some amazing development happening in this gentleman's life. Then I worked with James. He said Success Blueprint helped him really discover his purpose and passion. And he discovered that his passion was to spend time with nature and fitness, while his purpose was to help others to develop. Discovering his purpose and passion allows him to live a much more happy life, because he has found different ways to integrate his passion and his purpose into his work life and different other areas of his life. Osho, on the other hand, had an amazing healing process with the inner childhood healing, healing the subconscious wounds, right, which helped her to give closure to the inner childhood wounds that she was carrying, and which was taking a toll on her success, giving her clarity. Now, these were stories from each one of these people, and this is not the only story. They have amazing successes. Secret number 2, as I was saying, was to discover your happiness formula. And through the journey that I went, with all the mistakes I have done, with all the research I have done, I discovered these 9 elements which makes up the happiness formula. And when people work with me, when my clients work with me, I help them to understand how to shift your focus from what you don't have to what you have. How can you start making decisions more aligned with your core values? How can you use the power of gratitude and abundance, right, to create a resistant-free thought process which makes you really happy? How can you start creating congruence so there's alignment in how you think, feel and act? How you develop self-love? How can you find things which I call buzz moments, things that makes you really happy, and integrate it into your life with a plan, so your life is filled with moments of happiness? How can you discover a group of people that creates your team of Avengers, your mastermind, that really helps you be happy and successful? And finally, how to handle toxic people in your life, not forgetting, and how to handle negative circumstances in your life. Now, these things can really help people when you put it in a formula and start using it in your life. It really helps you to be happy. I don't have any stories here. Why? Because for me, I'm the biggest story. I'm the biggest story, right? I was once suicidal. I was once depressed. I didn't see a future. The future seemed so dark, and I didn't even want to think about future. Happiness sounded like a myth to me. But here I am today, right now. No matter what happens in life, happiness is a choice, and I know how to be happy. As a human being, just like all of you, I also have my ups and downs, external factors that affects me in life. But whatever happens, I know how to be happy. Would you like would you like to know how to be happy? Would you like to be happy? Regardless of the circumstances in life, regardless of whatever happens, do you like to be happy? If your answer is yes, go to the chat box, go to the comments and say yes. I would really love to know whether you would like to be happy. My third secret is discovering the success formulas. In doing so, I discovered 4 ways 4 things that really makes me happy. Sorry, really makes me successful. Number 1 was a decision making formula. Number 2, a success formula. Number 3, a make more time formula. Number 4, a champion formula. Let me tell what these things are. Decision making formula, simply as it sounds, allows you to make better decisions. But let me ask you this. I strongly believe that we are a result of all the decisions that we have made in our life. Do you feel the same? If you agree, go to the chat box and say yes, that you agree, right? We are a result of all the decisions that we have made in the past. Which means if you get a time machine and travel back in time, I love science fiction, right? So if you get to travel back in time and change one decision and come to the present moment again, your present moment would have completely changed. That's how powerful your decisions are. If decisions are this powerful, does your school system or your parents have taught you how to take decisions? In my case, my school system never taught me how to take decisions. My parents never taught me how to take decisions. But all of them, my teachers, my parents have always told me, take good decisions, make good decisions. So I realized that I need to figure out a way how to take better decisions. So the decision making formula allows you to follow a structured process which balances all angles, look at all possibilities, and to arrive at a decision that is very much aligned with your core values, aligned with your baselines, which will give you an outcome that you would be happy with. Secondly, success formula is an amazing exercise. Success formula allows you to look at all the projects that you have succeeded in life, find patterns, find a common pattern, and create it to a formula that you can keep on reapplying to anything and everything that you do, guaranteeing you success. For me, it was a mind-blowing experience. The make more time formula allows you to find more time to do the things that you love with the people that you love, without having to say, sorry, I don't have time to do this. Because a lot of you out there are struggling managing time. Because even the billionaire and you and I, we all have 24 hours. But what if I say there is a better way to be productive, better way to do all the things that you love and integrate all these things into your calendar without having to compromise on anything. And that really helps you manage your time, live a proactive life, right, where there are no urgencies in life, and create a schedule that you can stick to without creating an unrealistic schedule, and to be productive. Last but not least, the champion formula. This is a very unique process that has been created which allows you to achieve your goals and your outcomes in a very different way, different to the conventional goal setting and achieving. This is not only about setting a goal and putting a plan in process, but this process helps you to crush all the challenges, all the negative beliefs, and all the hurdles that will come in your way in advance. So when you start implementing your champion formula to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, there's nothing that can stop you. Really helps you with the results that you make. So let me tell you once again 4 stories, 4 short outcomes different people had using these techniques. First and foremost, the decision making formula. Lakshika managed to apply the decision making formula and make a decision, a life-changing decision that she was struggling with, right? And while doing the session with her, she said, you know what, I want to apply a real life problem onto this. Let's do it. And the outcome was amazing. She was like, wow, now I can actually take this decision with such conviction, knowing that the outcome is going to be great. That is the power of the decision making formula. It helps you to start applying it to practically anything and everything, because remember, we are taking decisions every single second. Right now you are taking a decision to watch this video, right? You are deciding to be seated where you are. You are deciding not to close your laptop, right? We are taking decisions every single second. And when you have a decision-making formula, everything changes. Success formula is something that is very close to my heart because I made amazing success using this formula. I realized the reason why I failed was because I was trying to juggle multiple things at the same time. Multitasking was not one of my strongholds. So when I realized that, along with all the other success factors, I got the ability to create my own success formula that I could apply in every single thing I do. Me becoming a coach is a result of using the success formula and the champion formula. So I know with conviction how effective these formulas are. In terms of the time formula, James runs a company, right? He's a very successful business owner, running a business. But for him, figuring out how to schedule everything that he loves doing into his busy calendar seemed quite impossible. But when we applied the time formula, he realized everything that once he thought was impossible could go into his calendar and be implemented in a very healthy way, creating an amazing work-life balance. The next person who does this could be you. And finally, last but not least, the champion formula. Like I said, after discovering my success formula, I applied my success formula and used the champion formula when I wanted to become a coach. Because I was struggling to become a coach for 3 years, was not getting anywhere, but just discovering the champion formula and applying that helped me to achieve my goals, and not just to become a coach, but to become an international coach. But not only stop there, to achieve my first month's financial goal of earning $5,000 as an international coach. So a goal that I could not achieve for a long time, I managed to make a difference just like this in a couple of months, thanks to the champion formula. Because if I was struggling with conventional goal setting and achieving and nothing worked, and the moment I applied the champion formula, everything changed. So these 3 secrets can change lives, right? And I'm going to spend a few more seconds telling you some of the lives, how they have changed using these 3 methods. You met James earlier. James managed to improve his relationships, balanced his life, become happier with increased awareness, right? Understanding who he is, stepping into his power, utilizing the special characteristics in his personality, in his life. And as a business owner who was working in the business, now he's working with me together to take a step back and work on the business so he can scale up the business. Earlier, he could not do that because he was involved too much in the business, had his hands in the business, and was struggling with work-life balance. This is one thing that you can achieve using this method. Osho, on the other hand, when I met her initially, she was in a very bad place, confused about life, depressed, even suicidal at one point. As a person who was at that place in life, 6 months later, she is now a coach, discovering herself, understanding what she went through in her journey, converting them into her superpower. Now she coaches people who are like her old self to come out of that place and to step into their true power. And she is very fulfilled and happy with this discovery that she has made, which changed her life. Dinili went from confusion to clarity and power. For her, discovering her personality, discovering what happiness means to her, and how to apply it successfully in her life, gave her the clarity that she requires to step into her power. So she realized at the end of the process that she wants to be a coach, right? helping people to navigate through certain experiences that she has already gone through in her life. And she converted that into her superpower, and now is in a transition process to become the coach that she really wanted to. This wouldn't have ever happened if she was still living in the confusion. Indu, I worked with her for some time. When we initially started working, she was a burnt out business mom, right? And if you are a burnt out business mom, this story would relate to you. The fact that she discovered clarity, the fact that she discovered her success formulas, the fact that she discovered happiness formulas helped her to figure out what she needs to do, what action she really needs to take to make that dream life that she really wants. And as we are talking right now, a couple of days back, she flew to Miami, Florida, right, taking action to create a dream life. Lakshika, which you met earlier, right, when she started working with me, the first thing that she said was, I want to get a promotion in my job because I have not got promoted for the last 10 years. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm a hard-working person. I work with genuine intentions. Everyone has got promotions, but for the last decade, I've been stuck in my career. At the end of the program, not even the program has not even ended working with her. I'm still working with her. She has already got a promotion, right? I think from about less than 3 months since I started working. So you can see how these discoveries, these formulas can really help a person to create lasting change. Before we come to a conclusion, let's try something, right? I want you to look at your life in retrospect. When we say life, life is not just one thing. It's made out of so many different compartments, right? Physical, health, finances, career, business, family, fun and recreation, spirituality, children if you have any, education or personal development, contribution, and people and network. I want you to write down a few of these areas that resonates with you and give yourself a score between 1 to 10. 1 being the least satisfied and 10 being the most satisfied if you have achieved the dreams that you want to achieve, right? Just draw a line, just mark 1, just mark 10, maybe mark 5 in the middle. Don't score yourself 5 because 5 is right in the middle. It has to be either 4 or 6 if you feel like you are struggling in the middle, and give yourself a score, all right? If you are watching a repeat of this video, pause this video and give yourself a score. See where you are. If you have given yourself a score right now to all or some of these areas, look at the gap. Look at how many spots that you have to jump to come to 10. This is the gap in your life in these areas right now. What are you doing about this? What action are you taking? Is there anyone to hold you accountable, guide you, show you a path on how you can improve from here to here? Now this should give you enough clarity about where you are and where you want to go. And if you need any help, what kind of help you need. So ladies and gentlemen, we've spent almost more than half an hour, close to 45 minutes I suppose. In the last couple of minutes or close to an hour, right? Would you agree what you have learned has the power to change your life, right? Understanding these elements, right? How it can change your life. But here's the thing, with such a short time, it's very difficult to teach you everything, tell you everything that I've learned. That's why I showed you a synopsis, and that's why I showed you a few stories from people who have applied this, so you can resonate with these stories. You can ask, am I like this person? Am I like that person? Do I have a similar story? Right? Because sometimes even if you spend an entire day, it's very difficult to give all this knowledge to you. So I have thought, let's do this. Let me make you a very special offer to join a call with me, right? Where you can get to know everything that you need to know, right? Whether it's about this program, whether it's about the system, whether it's about the journey that I've gone through, right? You can spend that time to get to know anything and everything that you want to know, so you can make clarity. And if you jump on that call with me, I will also, if you act fast and jump on that call with me right now, I'm going to give you a very, very special deal, right? I'm going to give you a very special deal. You know why I'm doing this? Because I'm a strong believer of this saying. Nothing changes if nothing changes. As simple as it may seem, read it again. You have spent 20, 30, maybe 40 years, depending on your age, of your life in a certain way. And you've got results. I'm not saying no, but you've got a certain type of results. But if you want a different pace, a different type of results, what do you have to do? You have to make changes. You have to change something. And here I am saying that I have a proven method that has changed so many people's lives that you can adapt and make a change for yourself. And trust me, when you get to know what I have in store for you, you'll be thrilled. You'll be thrilled to learn more about this success blueprint. Success blueprint is an amazing journey that a lot of people have gone through. And they will, get to know so much about themselves, because the value in the success blueprint is so much, right? And it is designed for a person like you, because I was once there in a place like where you are right now, right? Seeking for answers. If you are seeking for answers, if you want to be happy, if you want to be successful, if you want to create work-life balance, if you want to get out of the stress and tension that you're going through, which is giving you very bad results, this is what you need to look at. Because at the end of the day, you would get your own success blueprint, a map that has all the answers, which you can paste on your wall in a way where you see it every day, right? Which will tell you exactly what you need to do even if you forget. Would you like to own your own success blueprint? If so, let's get on a call. Right? So when you book a call with me, I'm going to give you something special. I told you at the beginning I will give you something worth $250, right? So you're going to get a personality blueprint, right? Before meeting up with me on the call, where you can learn about yourself, and during the call I'm going to tell you how you can utilize the knowledge during these 45 minutes to discover yourself, your strengths, and understand how you can create a happy and a successful life, right? And at the end of that, you are not obliged to, but if you feel like, hey, this guy seems great, maybe he has something that I can learn from and we are a great fit to work with, because you sat through this masterclass and you spent time and you took action, because of that reason, I'm going to give you a very special prize that I don't give to everyone. And finally, I'm going to give you a host of special bonuses for getting on this call. In the next couple of slides, I will tell you exactly what you are getting, right? But before that, let me tell you for whom this system have worked for. This has worked for overwhelmed business owners, right? Stressed out 9-to-5 employees, because I was these two. I was a stressed out 9-to-5 employees without getting any success, although I was at a very high rank, earning a very good salary, having the comforts of life. I had no mental peace. I was being burnt out. Then I became a business owner and I was so overwhelmed, stressed out and tension, because being a business owner comes with a different host of challenges, right? For sales professionals. Why? Because once I was a sales professional as well. So my system is built in such a way where it helps sales professionals as well. Coaches, those who are looking out to start on their own. Why? Because I was like that once. So I can relate to all this. And the only place that I cannot relate to, but this system really works for, is mothers who are restarting their professional life again. After staying at home for a long time because of your kids and bouncing back into your work life, your business needs some clarity and direction. And this helps for all these categories. Remember, I told you, I had two choices, the hard way and the easy way. I had to go through the hard way to discover the easy way. So when you start working with me, you get the easy way, just like that. Just like how Asmara got the easy way, and as a sales professional, she learned how she can apply all that knowledge, and she discovered why she was struggling in her work was not because she did not have skills, but because her belief systems was preventing her from taking action, making her procrastinate, because her belief systems were working against her. Her subconscious was seeing all the negative outcomes, so her potential was held back. Breaking those barriers helped her to take action. Just like how Einhorn was stuck in business, not knowing what decisions to take, but figuring his way through allowed him to take better decisions, and now actually he's looking at extending his business overseas, setting plans. I mean, it feels so great to hear his story and to see how he's progressing, working through those challenges. And just like James, for whom he says, discovering the purpose and passion gave him amazing clarity in life, right? And he says discovering the decision-making formula makes him feel so confident, because now he feels like he have a toolkit to face life, to face everything in life with confidence, right? And he also says discovering the time formula, he has been able to, become more organized and more efficient, more productive. It also helped him improve his relationships and create better work-life balance, achieving what he once thought was impossible. These success stories could be your story as well, if you are ready to take action. So all I'm inviting you is to book a free 45-minute discovery call with me to clarify anything that you want. And when you book that call with me, what you're going to get is you're going to get amazing clarity about yourself. You're going to get clarity about what exactly you want to achieve in life. You will understand what is preventing you from achieving these goals and objectives, and what you need to do to crush those challenges and discover the life, the dream life that you have been dreaming of. So I want to encourage you to get on this call with me. So because of that, I thought I will give you two special bonuses. Bonus number one, I'm going to give you access to a special training on manifesting the dream life that you want using gratitude and abundance, the two of the most powerful forces in this entire universe, and how you can manifest and attract the dream life that you want using the power of gratitude and abundance. I'm also going to give you access to 7 or 8 powerful guided meditations, guided gratitude meditations, which will really help you change the way you think. Now, these bonuses are very valuable bonuses. The first bonus, which is the training on manifesting the life of your dreams using gratitude and abundance, is a value of $997. And the bonus 2, access to 8 guided meditations, is value of $1,997. And you are getting it absolutely for nothing, free of charge, purely because you are an action taker. Because you are ready to take action and to figure out and to make clarifications how to get about in life, I'm going to give you this. How amazing is that, right? Now, if you are still thinking of taking this decision and, am I going to book this call? If you are still thinking, just ask yourself these questions. If all this session is going to do is help you understand why you are stuck and how to unstuck, would it be worth it? Right? Or if all that it's going to do is help you understand what you need to do to create the dream life that you've always dreamt of, would it be worth it? And finally, if all this call is going to do is give you an opportunity to restart your life, would it be worth it? Ladies and gentlemen, if the answer is yes to any one of these questions or all of them, let me make you an invitation to you. Book a call right now. Your free coaching session awaits, right? And one of my associates will post this link on the chat box right now. And this is an open invitation. So take action right now. Don't hesitate, because this window of opportunity will last only for a limited amount of time, because my calendar is so busy, I'm not in a position to give too many slots available. So if you check right now, you would see a window of opportunity for the next 1 week where you can book a time to create amazing clarity and understand how your life, how the dream life that you've always wanted can be achieved. But remember, there are no obligations. There are no obligations to work with me. This is a free gift that I'm giving to you, because my purpose and passion is to help people like you. And I truly enjoy doing that. Right? That's why in every month I have arranged a time slot to help people like you. So book that call. Let's meet on a call. Ask all the questions that you want to ask from me. I will help you as much as possible for you to understand what you really want to achieve in your life and what will happen if you don't achieve, or what is preventing you from achieving it. Only if you feel like we are a good fit, we can discuss about working together. If not, you have no obligation. We do not have to work together, right? So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing this 1 hour mini masterclass that I had for you to an end. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, post in the chat box, post in post in the comments. Post in the comments, post in the chat box, and I will get in touch with you and help you clarify. But more than anything, right now, book the call right now. Right? Someone from the office will be sharing the links on your screen right now.